Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. It has been a while, my friends. Indeed it has. If you haven't been keeping up as well, I've got a non-live streamed recorded series going on very slowly, Hunters of the Mythos, happening on the channel as well. But today we are live! That's right, you can interact with me, and you can interact with my fellow co-host. Today I'm joined by the Crosshair.
Hello!
Hello! The Crosshair! How's it going?
It's going.
Good? It's a good way to be.
Yeah.
I of course I thought of you, Crosshair. You probably have seen this as well. There's I don't know how new to TikTok she is, but there's someone under the handle of Angry Finnish TikToker who is, I think, or I think that's what her handle is. Anyway, she's essentially just doing like word of the day, and she's doing like, Finnish words of every. Anyway, it's fabulous, and I think it feels like she's maybe playing it up a bit, as you would do. But I thought you might appreciate the the rage that she's channeling into a lot of her words of the day.
Yeah, I'm not much into the tics and talks, but I'll have to check it out.
Ever since that horrible TikTok men thing in that other campaign, I also have been I've been averse to the idea.
Yeah, I don't think I have an account either, but
oh, there you go.
Well, I don't really record anything or do stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I was for a while, and then I stopped. Why did I stop? Oh yes, I ran out of ideas. I remember now. I did all of my ideas, and I went, well, that's it. Well. Hello to Graspy Loot. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. We are joined today by the Crosshair.
No.
It's been a while. Yes.
It's Mr. Hair or Mrs. Hair or whatever people want.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's Sir Title. No, Title Hair mix.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Esquire.
That's the Esquire, of course. Very important.
Yeah.
It has been a while, my friends, since we've tackled Souls of Darkness, our current Tombed campaign. Rex Murphy and Wendy Adams of the Addams family, but not that one, are back. Well, this is scenario 3 of the campaign that we'll be starting today. As always, of course, we'll do a quick little recap of the story so far as best as we can remember, and we'll do setup, and we'll dive in. As always, as well, this is a reminder, if you're watching this on the VOD, you can jump down below. I try to mark the beginning of the actual gameplay. MC Hair! Give it up! Put your hands up! Put your paws up! Should have said paws. We've got that going on, and of course, also a reminder that this is Arkham Horror the card game. We are doing our best to follow all of the rules, but this is story first, roleplay first. We are doing our best to also tell the story as it emerges. Thank you very much, Crosshair. Correct. We also have, this is Arkham Horror the card game. Card art sometimes features very awful, distressing things. Keep yourself safe, and what have you. I think that's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I think that's all the disclaimers.
That's all the disclaimers. That's all of them. What else do I... Yeah,
disclaimer,
I think that's it, then.
We will die.
Hmm?
Disclaimer, we will die.
Yeah, disclaimer, death incoming, for sure. We should do a quick little recap of the story so far, specifically because, unlike, I think, every other Tombed campaign so far, our investigators are not really on the same track. Unlike certain Arkham campaigns, we have been doing the scenarios together and kind of working together, but it feels like the story so far is that Wendy and Rex are investigating the same thing but for different reasons, so they're investigating separately. That's how it feels.
And we haven't really gotten that far. We've only been to the auction house, and that's about it.
Yeah, basically, you're right. So in terms of Rex's story, yeah, he was invited to attend an auction of rare strange relics by his friend, reporter May O'Brien, at said auction where he, bought a few things and got a few things. There was a big attack by, I think, a blood cult of some kind. He got his teeth kicked in, but he's okay. And then returned to the scene of the crime, the warehouse and the auction, to look for clues to try to figure out what this sort of strange group of people was trying to accomplish. They found some clues, they found some leads. He hopped on a motorbike with Alice Walcott, eligible debutante that he managed to, I guess, charm. Or she's probably charmed by his bad luck, I would imagine. They ventured all around Arkham, found some leads, and which eventually led them to the Higginbotham estate, where a blood rite was happening. Now, it didn't lead Rex there, but that's where he would have gone had he not been, again, physically assaulted in the police station by, again, members of a gang or a cult. And he got roughed up one more time, and that is where we left Rex. And then something happened with the blood rite, but we don't know what. That's Rex's story so far. Crosshair, what has happened to Wendy so far, if anything different, of course?
Yeah, Wendy noticed a big hullabaloo at the auction house estate thing. Went to investigate or look for her cat, in quotation marks. And met a few people, stabbed a few more people. And found some old relics of her family, in quotation marks again. And the next day she came back to look for her cat. Was still missing apparently, or maybe some other artifacts that were at the storage house. And then proceeded to stab a lot more people. Basically repainting the proprietor's office in red. And then ended up at the neighbor's house, where there was a big old blood ritual going on, and weird stuff happened.
Yeah, we don't know what exactly. The ritual seems to have been completed, because there was I can't remember if it was like a big beam of like a sky beam or like a blood red sky or a black sky or something. Something happened to indicate that something had occurred, but
something dark and sinister, and which put a smile on Wendy's face. And...
as I imagine it would. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, Wendy has just been looking around for stuff, beating up an orphanage matron and stabbing a lot of people.
She's been carrying out her mission of, I guess, vengeance and or getting family relics back just on her own steam, which I think, rock on, Wendy Adams. Rock on.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything in the pot, so to say. She's just going around seeing weird stuff, so weird stuff interests her, and people just seem to want her dead, so he returns the favor.
Exactly. I was going to say, you want me dead? Jeez Louise. What's going to happen? Yeah. Okay. So this is good. This is a good story so far. We're going to see if maybe they are going to pool their resources and their knowledge in this scenario. As a quick aside, for Graspy Loot specifically, we have a guest up this weekend. Fellow punchy guest Jesse is here, and we've been playing Until Dawn, the remake, which for folks who have been following this channel for a long time will maybe remember that it wasn't on this channel, of course, but I streamed sometime after it first came out with The Nerdy Filmmaker. And I am very pleased to report I remember essentially nothing, and have been having a blast, missing QuickTime events and getting people killed. I mean, I only missed a couple, but they were important ones, and that's a little rough. And making some bad choices. It's been great. So, big old...
Yeah.
Love the game.
And I'm assuming your other players, so to speak, have been enjoying being under a blanket.
Crosshair remembers very well. That is correct. You are correct, Crosshair. Liz has been like, I'll just make dinner. Out of sight. Over here. I'll just poke my head around. Oh, nope, scary. Okay, gotta go back over here.
Was that just the front door? Are starting up.
Yeah, oh god. Graspy wants to know who I've killed so far. Matt is dead. And then we had like 3 or 4 other people on the list that were like, oh, they're dead for sure. But they're not. So I think it's Matt for now. But we'll see how it continues. The Jessica character I haven't seen her for many chapters, so that doesn't bode well. Okay. Crosshair. We've got it. That's the story so far. I would like to suggest that we read our intro, and then in setup we do whatever needs doing. My setup's not too complicated, but I think Wendy's might be a little more complicated.
There's a couple of things.
Just all this stuff off to the side is so good. Correct, Graspy Loop. Okay, well, let's. I think we just jump in and take a look at scenario 3. Astral dreams, which bodes very well. Love a good dream, not too dangerous. Shouldn't have said that. Scenario 3, astral dreams. Dead ends. That's all you seem to find in the months following the events at the Higginbotham estate. The official word is that the house was struck by lightning in a flash thunderstorm and burned to the ground. The police refuse your inquiries and appear unwilling to cooperate, even going so far as to suggest maybe you have something to do with it. Something about being a bad penny. Which I assume is like a bad egg. I've never heard that expression before. It's okay. You try to go back to your daily life, but there is a shadow over it all. Something dreadful is happening, and there are too many unanswered questions to close the book on it. In desperation, you decide to take a more unconventional approach. You remember your friend May, O'Brien, the reporter, once told you about a peculiar fortune teller that works off-shift hours in the back room of La Bella Luna. She said people swore by the veracity of her fortunes and her ability to commune with the spirit world. You never used to put too much stock into that kind of thing. This is obviously Rex talking. I imagine Wendy has a different view of psychics and spiritual energy and that kind of thing. Yeah, you never used to put that much stock into this kind of thing, but given your recent experiences with the unexplainable, your perspective is beginning to change. You arrange for a seance with this mysterious fortune teller, and with low expectations, you make your way to La Bella Luna. Well, better try this. I don't know what's gonna happen. Behind the restaurant, you enter a well-decorated speakeasy, the Clover Club. Flashbacks to the Dunwich Legacy and the Clover Club getting absolutely destroyed by monsters. The fortune teller is waiting in the empty card room. You sit at the card table, and she pours a cup of tea. Strange cards are scattered on the table in front of her, though certainly these are not the kind used by gamblers. She strikes a match and burns incense in a glass jar, then lifts a lid, allowing white smoke into the air. The aroma is exotic, but comforting. You take a sip of tea and tell the fortune teller as much as you dare. Perhaps you will say more once she proves herself. She bids you to clasp hands around the table. Your skepticism almost convinces you to stand up and leave, but she begins to sing a discordant hymn in a language you don't understand. You feel a vibration in the air around you, and then the fortune teller's eyes open wide. She grasps your hand tightly, painfully for a moment, and then a great sigh escapes her lips, and her body stiffens, her grip relaxing. The smell of the incense, the tea, the rhythmic hymn, they make your eyes heavy, but when you close them, you can still see. "It will show us now," murmurs the fortune teller. Proceed to set up. Before we set up, I want to ask you, the Crosshair, story-wise. It feels pretty... I feel pretty confident that Rex and Alice and May are all kind of like, geez, dead ends, nothing to do, nothing to investigate, the cops won't help, blah, 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 let's try this fortune teller, and they all went.
And
go ahead.
For some reason, Wendy is there.
So she's just already there, chilling.
Yeah, probably knows the fortune teller. Well, she had the tarot card already and stuff like that, so...
Oh. Yes,
He
of course
might
she
be
did.
a-
You're right.
Might be a relative even.
Oh, an old crazy kooky aunt.
Yeah, and tells her aunt that yes, this is the guy, and mom told me that I have to help him or something.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So so Wendy is going to come along on this dream journey to help investigate or navigate maybe the dream realm, the astral realm, wherever we're going. That makes sense to me. I like it.
Yeah, I'm more of a nightmare expert, but okay.
Let's hope your expertise isn't needed today. Setup. Gather all cards from the following encounter sets. Fine. Put Speakeasy and the Nexus into play. Place all other locations aside out of play. Each investigator begins play at Speakeasy. So I'm going to put myself there. Speakeasy. The Speakeasy says, there is an old speakeasy with a card room in the back. An eccentric fortune teller makes a living doing tarot readings and seances on off nights. Okay, cool.
He's a quack.
She's totally faking it. She's just drugging us up here. Set act deck C, E, and G aside out of play. Oh my god. Set act 6A aside. Okay. Alright, set a bunch of stuff out of play. Set a bunch of things out of play. Ooh. Shuffle the remaining encounter cards to build the encounter deck.
Oh, that's simple enough.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly check to. Oh, yep. Additional rules. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. No. Let's do this first, and then we'll. I know we have some other setup to do for our decks specifically before we jump in. Additional rules. Vehicles. This is present in a couple of other campaigns as well. I think it's all pretty straightforward, unless something's changed here. An asset with the vehicle keyword is a vehicle that you may enter or leave. Fine. While an this was like the... Oh no, it's different. The motorbike was not like this. Okay, while your mini card is on a vehicle, you're in the vehicle. Okay, so yeah, you can be in a vehicle or not in a vehicle. That makes sense. As a free triggered ability, you may enter or leave a vehicle. So you move your mini card onto or off of it so that you know where you are. You may only perform this ability once each round. So it's a free triggered ability, but you can't enter and leave in the same round. Okay. An investigator who is in a vehicle is also at that vehicle's location. While you're in a vehicle, you cannot move independently of it. That makes sense. You can't, you have to get out before you can walk around. Vehicles generally have one or more abilities on them that allow them to move to a connecting location. When a vehicle moves, everyone moves in it. Or with it, I guess. That makes sense. Vehicles do not alter enemy movement or enemy engagement in any way unless otherwise noted. Okay.
Yeah, so engagement stay and they follow and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all. I think that's all. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's no attack of opportunity for the vehicle moving. But
I guess it's gonna depend. Yeah, if the vehicle says action move, then I think it might still. But if maybe it's a free trigger or something. But yeah, getting in and out isn't for sure. I suppose we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll never even see them. Act decks. This scenario has several set-aside act decks. It's possible to switch between them. They're labeled A, C, E, and G. Nice and confusing. You may at times be instructed to place or remove one of them into play or remove it from play. Acts that have already been advanced stay advanced and are no longer considered to be part of any act deck.
Okay.
Hey. Whatever you say, game.
And then do not read.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Okay,
yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll leave that open. Okay, well, then before we read our agenda and our act, is there any game setup stuff we need to do? Rick's been studying, so he gets to... he's been studious, I should say, over the last little while, so he gets an extra card in his opening hand, which is pretty sweet, I think. He's been studying up.
Yeah, Wendy has been tinkering with her makeshift trap, and that's about it.
I love that.
Short supply happens at the start of my turn. Underworld market happens. I already set the deck up,
Great.
so that happens at the start of the turn.
Okay.
And then Power of Blood that I got.
Hell yeah,
Got
Wendy.
in quotation marks.
Weakness, huh?
It's supposed to be hidden, but I don't think it really matters.
This doesn't seem to say anything on it that like is surprising to me, so.
Yeah, at the start of the game, so it should have happened basically before we read stuff. But of course, we should have pulled our cards out before we read.
I know on Doomed we usually do act and agenda first, and that's fine by me. Honestly, I don't care.
So, Power of Blood, which came with the Chalice of Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Fittingly, basically takes out 14 of these blood magic cards. And at the start of the game, I pick one and put it into play.
I'm not going to look just in case it's like hidden or whatever, or peril or something. I don't know.
It's a weakness peril. And it is, I believe, hidden.
Ooh.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. Well, then I will not look.
But it says that put it into play.
Face down, maybe? You could peek at it? I don't know. I guess my question is, like, do you think it's more fun if I don't know what it says? Probably. I don't know what these are. Are these blood magic cards? I'm so, like, scandalized.
Okay. Okay, I guess we'll do it like that.
Okay. Oh.
It's just gonna be there.
I love the colors on the back of these cards, though. They're very, very nice. Very cool.
So when I have to look at it, I can do this.
Ah, perfect. Yes, of course. And I've, of course, kept hands hidden from each other, which is, as you know, default. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got the power of blood. I don't know what that means. Rex does not. Let's have a look at our agenda and our act, and then we're going to jump in and see what this dream world holds. Hopefully nice things. Agenda 1A. Seance. The fortune teller almost seems to float out of her chair. The shared vision seems less and less like a parlor trick and more dangerous by the moment. You struggle to stand. You hear thoughts in your mind that are not your own. Have you been drugged? One doom, which I think is probably the first time I've seen that. That's pretty wild. Okay, one doom. Act 1A, Unbidden Dreams. Are these dreams? You hear the fortune teller say something about astral travel, but you're having too much trouble keeping track of reality and of your identity to give it much thought. The dreams keep coming, and they are not your own. They are clipping like a slideshow out of control. Ooh. Okay, forced. Here we go. When a location is put into play, move all investigators to that location. An investigator with the Mystic Compass in play may ignore this effect. I seem to recall that being one of the relics from the warehouse that we did not get. But I might be wrong. Investigators may test Willpower 2. Any investigators that succeed may ignore this effect. So we can force ourselves to not be thrown into a new location when it's put into play. So by the agenda or the act or whatever.
Yeah, like a river of blood or
like
something.
Like an elevator full of blood. Objective. Investigators at the riverbank may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. That's 8 clues. It's a lot of clues. I don't think we're doing that turn 1. I also don't know where riverbank is, so I suppose that's gonna take some time.
So one doom, we need 8 clues, and I guess we go for it.
Yeah, I think so. Rex, Alice, and May are all in this dream, unsure of what's happening. What are we supposed to be seeing? Wendy probably a bit calmer because she seems to know what's going on, but I suppose we'll find out if that is indeed true. Yeah, let's do it. I'm confused, but I'm excited. Let's draw our opening hands, everybody. Let's get doomed.
Yes.
That's a weakness. Go ahead and put that back. That's what I like to see.
That's a weakness.
Keep, and I'm gonna toss 3 cards. That's also a weakness? Okay. Okay, honestly, not bad. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah. Could be worse, could be better.
Always and forever. Resources. I remember the embezzled.
Yeah.
Wendy embezzled some treasure. Last scenario.
Yeah, I'll take 2. You can take 1.
Thank you. So kind. I will return the favor if I get the ability to make money. Which, who knows? Let's have a look at our location, and then we'll decide, who goes first and all of that. So this is the speakeasy where we were. Let's have a look. The reality you were previously accustomed to swims before you. Speakeasy is a 2-shroud, 2-clue location. It's got a free trigger on it. Search your deck for a relic and put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck. Limit once per investigator. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's... Oh boy. Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to go hunt for.
Yeah, there's only 1. Was it a relic? I guess it was a relic.
Was what it was... Oh, I see. Something. Okay.
Yeah, I think the blade was a relic.
I think so too, yeah. It feels like it. I'm happy to start if you so desire.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Wendy is going to be leading this dream journey, but...
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Oh, no, take it. She's the guide.
Yeah.
Because I think the fortune teller, whatever is happening to her, she's not guiding us anymore. She's just kind of, I don't know, freaking out somewhere.
Yeah, hands and feet inside the dream at all times, and don't puke.
Nope, sounds good. Oh, I have a when the game begins, which is whether or not it's my turn. I'm still gonna when the game begins, which is very nice.
Oh right, I forgot to dig for that.
But I'm pretty happy about that. Well, if she wants to lead the party, I'm happy. If you wanted to go first, you can, and if not, then I'm happy to as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, not yet.
Okay.
I guess I'll just use the last action.
Yeah. Well.
And look for a relic.
Yeah. Do you? Let me ask you. Do you want to, if you start? I think short supply and all of that, but you can use it on my turn as well if you so choose. I think that would work, right? It's a free trigger.
Oh yeah, that means that the short supply doesn't trigger before I do it. Yeah, so you can start, but at the start of your turn, I'm gonna go look for a relic.
I'm gonna do the same. Actually, we're both, I guess, being transported. Well, being here in this dream world, things kind of come with us. What am I looking for here? This is a relic. Whoop. And then I imagine it's shuffle your deck. Yeah. Okay.
It was a pretty easy choice for me.
Oh, buddy. I'm so excited. Rex.
I just didn't want that one to go to the discard pile.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, you don't want a short supply like something necessary, shall we say. Rex has indeed been kind of studying, not martial arts or magic or whatever. He's been trying to learn everything he can about the Higginbotham estate, about potential blood, magic, about the collection of relics that were being auctioned, and all of those things have led him here. He's not really sure what he's going to kind of do with that information, but it's something. Fast. I'm going to play Lucky Coin. Because it's fast! Hooray! Lucky Coin is one of the relics he picked up from the auction. He felt drawn to it because it felt lucky. It felt like it countered his curse. This is, as a reminder, this is it's an asset with a free triggered ability that allows you to commit it to a skill test, but then it has bonus abilities, so I'm going to play it so that it's in play. And then, first action, I'm going to be a quick study, because I've obviously studied quite a bit. Then, I think it's time for us to see what we can find here. Rex is going to see if there's any information about, not information, but any sort of clues as to what the psychic fortune teller is trying to tell them, what he's going to try to find, what he's going to try to figure out. I have 5 intellect, and it's only a shroud of 2, so I'm going to investigate here at 5 to 2. Okay, well, be like that then.
It's still a success.
I still success. Good Lord, Scott, get it together. That's one clue. I'm going to do it again because I would love to clear this little location. And we need clues, so Rex is going to continue to poke around, as it were. 5 to 2. It's a cultist. Reveal another token. If you fail, take a damage or a horror. Okay, still a success. But I'm not liking the attitude that the bag has today. Okay, done. It's done.
Oh, see nothing yet.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. All right, so Rex has been he's got his lucky coin. He's looking around trying to suss out if there's like a path that the fortune teller is telling them.
Yeah. Right, so start of my turn. Short supply. Let's trigger that one. Discard 10 cards of your deck.
Oh.
There's the moon. There's waylay. There's trap. As always, gumption goes away.
Yeah, gumption in the bin. Oh, the amulet. Can we see some weaknesses, please? Or come on, short supply.
Wendy's amulet is still a level 0 card, so.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my god.
Both gumptions, no weaknesses. Cool.
Come on, guys. What's going on over there?
Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. That doesn't bode well, but maybe I'll do some just in case. Yeah, let's
Underworld Market as well, I should say, just because it's at the start of your turn.
Right.
And it might, I don't know what you want necessarily, but it could be something. Come on, Rex.
Liquid courage, yeah.
Glug, glug, glug.
Let's grab that.
Take this juice. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. That should have me geared up, so to speak. But first off, crowns for supplies.
Here in the Astral version of the speakeasy.
Yeah. I do believe that this is a level 0 card.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Isn't it?
Hang on, I should have level 0. Ooh, interestingly enough, level 0 cards, the ones I have in my hand here, have a little, they have the pips around the cost, but they're not filled in. Whereas cards that don't have an XP cost, for whatever reason, don't have that around them, if that makes sense. They've got
but events don't have either.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like, assets have empty pips, but events don't have.
Okay.
I'm guessing Wendy's amulet is 0 XP, like a level 0 card.
Works for me.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, wait.
Like,
Lincoln, what are you doing? I'm guessing no one's coming?
Yeah, well...
Yeah, sorry, yes.
In my mind, it doesn't have any, like, XP pips on it, so...
Mm-hmm. If you're watching the VOD, feel free to comment down below. But I also... This is the choice we're making, and it feels... Wendy's scrounging and found her old amulet. Works for
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
To be it.
That's fair. Is Wendy's amulet level 0 card?
What are those cards called?
Unique... what are they called? Signature cards, I think they would be.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Rex has got the clues off of the speakeasy, that's good.
This is sadly correct. No recurring signature cards or other cards that don't have a level, like bonded cards or story assets.
What does that mean exactly?
Basically, signature cards don't have a level.
Oh, so they're not level 0,
Like,
they just don't have a level.
Yeah, like bonded cards and stuff like that, so...
Okay. Well,
let's not do that then.
Well, alright. Well, it looks like Wendy's amulet is safely in the real world.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep the order of
Yeah,
stuff.
because of, because of Wendy's amulet, I guess. Specifically.
Well, yeah, true. So, as a first action, then... yeah. Laid out.
Way! Good thing you brought that into the void.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, because... I'm just thinking of other stuff that I might want, but...
yeah, I mean, that's life.
Yeah, let's do that. Licky courage. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
And then... yeah, that was my second action, so some booze and a dagger, as you do.
What more does a lady need?
Yeah. And then... yeah, I'm going to exhaust this one.
Oh! What's happening?
Just gonna...
oh, sorry, try not to look here.
And discard improvised shield. Okay.
Okay.
Come on, go into the...
oh, there's a button here now that discards a card at random. I wasn't sure if you were discarding at random or not, but
yeah.
FYI.
But these cards don't want to go into my play area.
Come on, you. Yay.
Oh, it's just not showing my play area. Cool. But I think that was...
whoops.
Jesus Christ.
There's something mysterious going on with Wendy right now, but we don't know what it is, which is exciting.
Yeah, just some blood stuff, I guess.
Just taking a horror, discarding a card, an improvised shield, of course.
Yeah, and I guess as a last action, because I'm silly like that, let's move.
Yay, Wendy. Yeah, guide us, Wendy, yeah.
Yeah. When you're done faffing about this place, just follow me.
There's nothing to find here. You will find your answers in the Nexus.
Yeah, shut up. Your astral form careens through the multiverse and you experience a warm, numb vibration, like the pulse of existence pounding in the space between your imagination and reality. You find yourself in a place of power. And from here, well, who knows?
Oh, well, who knows? Okay.
The Nexus. When you enter the Nexus, add blessed tokens to the chaos bag equal to the number of blessed cards in your play area, and cursed tokens equal to the number of cursed cards in your play area.
Well, that's...
You have the sensation of falling, and then you stand in a place between dreams, between worlds.
Whoa.
Oh, please route 2 clues, and that is a blessed.
The blade is blessed.
Just have to check this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thing.
Because yes, hidden as it may be, it's also in play, so I suppose it depends.
Yeah. So, un bless.
Hey! We'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Wendy.
We are blessed.
I appreciate...
Just don't bring your curses with you.
Rex...
Because it's...
Yeah, sorry.
It's when you enter the Nexus. So, anytime.
Yes. And Rex, obviously, grimacing at the idea of not bringing his curses, you know. It's not really something he can control. With Wendy having led the way to this place between dreams, between worlds, Rex, ready to jump in and follow, let us... well, we passed the enemy phase. There are no enemies, so we can move straight to upkeep. Perfect. That's what you like to see.
Oh.
Okay. Which brings us around, of course, to the mythos phase. So we go to 1 out of 1 doom, which is a little ludicrous, but fine, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and advance... Oh! I'm going to advance the agenda. This is yellow. Oh, it's a location. Okay, so I'm going to put it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Forced when a location is put into play. Okay, hang on. So let's look at the location first. This is the schoolhouse, a prominent setting for many of your nightmares. 3 shroud. It's 0 clues. Investigators with power of 0 may not use actions on assets at this location. So if you have 0 power, you cannot use actions, which doesn't count things like fast actions. Okay, 2 things are going to happen here because we're going to get pulled into the schoolhouse maybe. Forced, when the schoolhouse is revealed, spawn the set-aside Coven of Teachers. Oh, there they are. Good lord. Well, that's scary.
Yes, get the doc.
In your youth, you suspected their malevolence. Now you are certain. Coven of Teachers is a 3 combat, 2 health, 2 evade enemy that spawns here at the schoolhouse. That's correct. Coven of Teachers and engaged investigators cannot leave the schoolhouse. When you defeat Coven of Teachers, gain 2 clues, 1 per investigator, clues from the supply, and remove them from the game. Oh, okay. However, there's also a forced effect on the act. When a location is put into play, we all move there. Someone with the Mystic Compass can ignore it. Don't have that. Investigators may test Willpower 2 to ignore this effect.
So Wendy can. What are these little black boxes on the location?
They all have, for me, they all have little yellow circles, which which seems to be the same symbol as what's on the schoolhouse in the top left. So I kind of figured it was like a locations kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so, because I see black boxes. But...
okay. Yeah, I have a different thing here. They look kind of like, yellow circles. I'm going to try the willpower test, because I don't like them, and I kind of want to get the clues from the Nexus if I can.
And I'm going to take the Coven of Teachers anyway, so...
Yeah, nice. I will still... I'm going to test and just sort of see what happens. I have 3... Okay, I have 3 willpower. So, wish me luck. Oh, actually, is there something really bad that can happen? No, I'm doing it. Skulls are -X, where X is your distance from the Nexus, which is 1. So Rex somehow succeeds. And resists the pull of the fortune teller into this horrible nightmare. Agenda 2.
Wendy is just basically sighing like, a dream about school.
Well. Yeah, what a surprise. I'll read here. Agenda 2A, defenseless. You recall your youth, and that old but familiar feeling of helplessness invades your mind. Your nightmares fill the room with wooden desks. You were scared, humiliated, but what could you do about it? You were just a child. You were weak and you were afraid. Life was too big. Maybe it still is. Or maybe Wendy's gonna deal with it.
I don't think Wendy was ever helpless in school.
I don't think so either. I think maybe that's Rex's feelings, but she's like, no. I should quickly greet here. We've got Flower of August dropping by. Hello, Flower. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. We are, of course, joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Lost
my voice there.
Oh, yeah, what the heck happened? I'll catch you up very quickly. Rex decided to attend a seance to try to investigate the Higginbotham estate blood rite further because they keep running into dead ends. The seance has turned into a full-on astral travel dream. Wendy is also there. She's helping guide them through the dream. We've got some clues. There's a nexus, a place between worlds, and Wendy was just thrown into a nightmare about a schoolhouse with a coven of teachers, which is pretty cool. But let's see what happens beyond that. Sorry. That was advancing the agenda. Now we each have to draw an encounter card. Of course. But yeah, if you so choose, Crosshair, feel free to. I feel like the lead should draw first, probably. But let's see. Oh,
well, it's a Hound of Tindalos. Monster Tindalos Hunter, the nearest Nexus location.
Oh, the Nexus. Okay.
After Hound of Tindalos moves, resolve its hunter keyword. Limit once per phase. Oh. Oh wait. When it moves, so when it hunts, it hunts.
Yeah, exactly. Double hunt.
Yeah. All the evil in the universe was concentrated in their lean, hungry bodies. Or had they bodies? I saw them only for a moment, I cannot be certain, but I heard them breathe. Frank bellowed along the Hounds of Tindalos.
The Hounds of Tindalos.
Nexus location, so I believe it's the Nexus.
Well, it would make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-4. A go.
3-2-4. That's not nice. Well, let's see if I can maybe find a solution for this guy. ASAP.
Yeah, or I can, because there's nothing at the schoolhouse soon.
Nothing? Rex
Ooh.
looks up into the sky beyond the speakeasy towards the Nexus. A supernatural offer of power, a blood moon. in exchange for a small sacrifice of your vitality. You must choose one. Take a direct damage and deal a damage to each ally asset you control. Draw a card. Take a direct horror. Well, I don't have any allies, so I'm going to take a direct damage to draw a card.
That's the thing.
Yes?
Like, because you can't deal 1 damage to each ally asset you control.
Well, I don't have it.
Yeah, that's the thing, that you don't have a target for it.
But I have a target for me. Like,
yeah,
I can.
But the thing about these cards is that you have to complete all the things on it.
We were talking about this on the Discord, right? Like, as much as possible. No? Because, like, I don't, like... I mean, yeah, I guess the question is, what if I have a deck with no allies?
That's why I think that's the take 1 horror part, but I'm good with either way, like...
It's a good, yeah, oh god, what was the context we were talking about this on the Discord? It was like, try to accomplish, like, do as much as you can, you have to pay a cost in full, a cost being anything before, like, a colon, and then... Yeah. I don't remember what it was.
The thing here that threw me off was the and.
I see, yeah.
Because it's take 1 direct damage and deal 1 damage to each ally asset. So, is it a part of it, or is it completed as much as it can be, instead of taking the second option?
Yeah.
So, because it goes into the Arkham rule, I'll say do whatever.
Do whatever.
I'd say damage for a card is fine enough.
I mean, it's a tough thing to do anyway, because I feel like I'm gonna regret it. But Rex is gonna pray to the blood moon. I don't know. He's looking for power here in this dream, not for himself, of course, but so that he can make it through. So I am gonna do it, and in the future, we'll see what happens. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we should have a stream like hour or so of just talking about rules and coming up with a like holy Bible for every stuff.
It's probably a good idea. I mean, of course there's like a rule book and like a all of that. But I hear you. That's probably not a bad idea actually, because then we could lay it out the way we want instead of the way that the game decides that you want.
Yeah, it saves a lot of what-ifing during, which is why there is the Grim rule that just go with whatever until...
Go whatever's worse.
Yeah.
I appreciate that as a rule, because they don't want you to get bogged down too much with just playing around, right?
Yeah. And I can imagine with 4 players it would become even worse.
I agree.
Anyway,
yes, we're back.
Should we have some teachers?
Well, we're this nightmare of the schoolhouse here. Wendy's dove straight in. Rex is preparing to leap into the nexus between worlds, but there's a horrible monster there as well, so that's great. Wendy?
Yeah. Wendy's basically... Wendy's gonna check the underworld market just on her phone, basically.
On her phone?
Yes. Yeah, just gonna grab fence into... I'm gonna take one of these, but...
Ooh, such a good question.
Because I'll take that can save up a lot of resources.
Yeah, potentially. If you have an item to steal with it, it could potentially save you a few bucks. That's true.
Yeah, let's take it.
I mean, also, is there a fence in this dream world? Who knows? That's my question.
Yeah. That would mean I should probably try and evade them before because I could just stab them straight away.
Sure.
Especially because I do have power 1, so I can use stuff at the schoolhouse.
Aha, yes, of course. Right. Thank you, I had forgotten. Yes, investigators with power 0 may not use actions on assets here, but of course, the blade gives you the power to overcome your nightmares.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just so I can do it, try to do it at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna evade them.
The Coven of Teachers.
I'm gonna put a stray cat into this. Hey cat!
Bye.
So that's 5 against 2. What are we looking at? -1. And Wendy has her ability, so yeah, 5 to 2.
Of course, how could I forget? Yeah. Her ability to change the tides of fate.
Yeah.
A little concerted effort, you know.
Wendy basically looks at the teachers like, well, you forgot that I came packing this time.
Oh god.
Like, individually nodding to each one of them, like, Mrs. Applebaum, Mrs. Tannenbaum, Mrs. Asshole.
That's Mrs. Asshole to you. Oh, that's what you said, yeah.
That's a 2.
Yeah, succeed by -1, succeed by 2, I think. Yeah, you were at 5? Yeah. Okay.
So... yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take that from this Coven of Teachers. I love it.
Yeah, because they were holding on to her.
Lovely.
But yeah, Penguin Lexicon was 3, but I succeeded by 2, so it cost 1.
Excellent.
Worth it. And then I guess we're gonna stab. So it's 4 against 3, 5 against 3. Yeah. Because I get +1 skill value. 5 against 3.
Oh, very nice.
Bit of a waste.
Yeah. Unless you... Oh, no, now it is.
Fine. Yeah.
Huge. Well, I mean, you tell me. What's the Wendy wielding a sword amongst the Coven of Teachers in a dream look like?
Yeah, basically walking towards the door like, no, none of you. I've been done with this place years ago. And yes, scary. Next time bring a clown.
yeah, that's actually... Oh god, Calvin and Carolyn flashbacks of that horrible digital clown thing. Ugh. Yeah, next time.
When you defeat Coven of Teachers, gain 2 clues from the supply and remove Coven of Teachers from the game.
Yay! 2-clue Wendy!
Yay! Much faster than investigating.
Those aren't clues. What the heck?
Was it 3 sources?
I think it was clues. Is it
yeah,
not?
2 clues. Right. I took 3 sources. Yeah. Oh. Anyway. And basically I have a third action, so let's just sit on a school bench and have a drink with the 3 dead teachers at her feet.
Perfect. I mean, this is going to be a very what's the word I'm looking for here? It's going to be a good purge. It's a good cathartic experience for Wendy. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Yeah, it's basically like a scene from like 90s, early 2000 movie with Wendy sitting with a blade in hand, a flask in the other, sitting on a table with 3 dead teachers.
Her feet up on the dead teachers, yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Okay. Kill 1 horror tentative investigator tests brain 2. If it succeeds, Deal 1 additional. If it fails, discard 1 card at random.
Okay.
Cool. So that's a 4 against 2 test. And there we go.
Love that liquid courage for Wendy. That's lovely.
Yeah. Less trauma, more drunk.
Less trauma, more drunk. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Life lessons.
Life lessons. I am going to... Okay, well, Rex, of course, has seen none of this. Perhaps he can feel that this is happening?
Oh yeah, Wendy was supposed to guide Rex through the dreams and pissed off straight away.
Immediately to be like, hang on, I have to deal with these demons from my past. Excuse me. I mean, it's early enough in this scenario. I guess I'm feeling kind of confident. Confidence may be the wrong word. Could I punch this guy twice? Probably not.
Well, you can.
I could. I have quick study, but it just doesn't feel super likely. Although 4 agility is also pretty rough. Let's... Now that I know that there's something in the deck that hits allies, let's play an ally. Ridiculous. No, hang on. Can I could maybe beat him up, which would be pretty sweet. What's the likelihood of beating this guy up? I know Wendy also can, like, get in there and give us a hand. I'm gonna move into the Nexus. Well, Rex has been directed into the Nexus, right? I control a blessed card, so I will add a bless to the bag. But of course, waiting for him in the Nexus is the most horrific, monstrous, dog-like creature he's ever seen. Something out of the Hound of the Baskervilles, maybe. I'd rather not die. So I think I'm gonna try to evade this thing first. I'd be okay with Wendy, giving us a little hand with this, hopefully. I'm gonna try to evade this guy first, though. I'm going to... Let's see if Rex can get away from its sniffer. I have 3 agility, 6 with inquiring mind. 6 to 4 is pretty good. And do I use lucky coin? Feels like a lot. Lucky coin is 2 wild icons, and it cancels a bunch of bad stuff tokens. If you reveal an elder sign or a bless, it comes back to your hand. And if you reveal a tentacle, you just attempt it again, which is pretty cool. It feels like maybe I should save that for like a really big, like, must-hit kind of test.
Yeah, it's a bit low for this one.
I think so too.
Especially since you committed already.
That's true. Yes. Well, I have an inquiring mind. We have to question everything we know. These hounds can obviously are hunting creatures who do not belong here. Perhaps like Rex, but can Rex maybe mask his scent? Let's do it. 6 to 4. Damn it, Rex! Come on. All right. Last action. Then I have to try again. I'd rather not do this, but I will. I'm going to use Quick Study to place one of my clues on my location, which I will get back momentarily next turn, hopefully, and go 6 to 4 again. This is -1, so success. Evaded. Unfortunately, I didn't trust myself to try to hit him twice, so it's a little too bad. But we did it. Rex manages to take shelter in behind a sort of massive stone, a sort of guiding stone, because he can smell like a ozone almost coming off of it, things that will perhaps confuse the hound. That is the end of my turn. Thank you, Wendy, for defeating the Coven of Teachers.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, me? Who, me?
Anyway, time to go.
Yep. All right, let's get out of here. We go to the enemy phase. There are no ready enemies. Upkeep readies the Hound of Tindalos and, upkeep. Well, that's nice, but perhaps not right now. Actually, this will be very nice if I can get this guy off my back. Maybe Wendy will,
Maybe.
Get she might get something for her trouble. However,
maybe
we'll see. We move around to the mythos phase. We go to, again, 1 out of 1 doom. I should have said, I didn't realize that defenseless also only had 1 doom. So we advance. Whoops, sorry. It's the wrong button. Oh. Another location. I'm going to put this one over here. The city. The shadowy streets never seem to end up where they're supposed to, but you know better than to ask one of the stone-faced bystanders for directions. The city has a forced effect. It's 4 shroud and 2 clues. It's got a forced effect. If you fail an investigation here, yuck, place one of your clues on this location. You may ignore this effect if you control the mystic compass, which we do not. The act, of course, also has a forced effect where we have to move to this location. So, investigators may test willpower 2 to ignore this effect.
Do I have to do it first?
Yeah, this is my
or
question.
Can I ignore the effect if you ignore the effect, or do I have to do it first?
Well, it says investigators may test willpower 2. So it doesn't necessarily say in what order we have to test them.
True. So I'll leave it up to you because I can move also.
It'd be nice if we were at the same location, to be sure, so that, we could defeat this hound. And also, frankly, the Nexus has less shroud. It's kind of my thought. I will test this, but I'm not gonna... No, I'm not gonna put a clue down on my location. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna test this, I guess, 3 to 2. 3 to 2. I failed, so I will get pulled into the city.
Yeah, Wendy basically steps out of the classroom into the city streets, because I'm not gonna test it then.
Ooh.
Oh,
Flower, where did
there
you
he is.
Oh, there he... Oh, we found him again. Flower, I love this. This is so cool. They are said to inhabit the angles of time. Humans and other earthly life forms live within the curves of time. It's very cool. Okay. Oh, here, I'll read the new agenda as well. Agenda 3A, Lost. You're home in the city, but strangely it's not Arkham. You're confident you know the way, and you navigate the streets towards... what? You realize nothing is as expected. Each turn you take is the wrong one. A few more blocks and you're certain to be back on the right track, but then everything doubles back again. Everyone turns their head to watch you. You start to panic. Also 1 doom.
Yeah, no puking.
Wendy, there's dogs! There's dogs after me!
Yes, there's always dogs.
There's always dogs, she says.
Lupas. Sounds like a lovely little drink.
Doesn't it just? I'll point out as well, Flower, I think it's... this is very cool. I didn't realize they also existed in D&D. Norman Withers, the astronomer, before he officially came out in The Edge of the Earth, his signature thing... His signature card was called Split the Angle, but his signature weakness was the Hounds of Tindalos, which I feel like is, a reference to, like, the angles of the universe or whatever. Very cool stuff. Crosshair, I think we gotta draw those encounter cards.
Yeah, I was just thinking, encounter cards, then before we get lost in the city, a couple of minute break.
Absolutely, yeah, that's correct for me.
Also a note to Flower and anyone watching, we are gonna be ending half an hour earlier than usual.
Yeah, in 1 hour, just over 1 hour's time, we're gonna be ending the stream.
Yeah.
Make sure we have enough time for other stuff today. But Let us see how far we can
Right.
get.
Let's see what the city lights hold.
Ugh.
A shared nightmare. Well, it is a shared nightmare. Now we are talking. It's a paradox. In player order, now it comes into play. In player order, each investigator tests brain 3. Each investigator that fails takes 1 horror. If all investigators succeeded, place 1 doom on the current agenda.
Oh,
This effect may cause the current agenda to advance.
gross.
So-
that's-
One of well, I can take the horror basically.
Yeah, no,
So-
well, I mean, I hope to as well.
Well, you don't have to if I fail.
Each investigator that fails, though.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if
well,
I
I mean, I
fail,
hope to succeed.
you don't have to. Yeah. I'm hoping to fail, and you're hoping to succeed because
That would be
I can-
ideal.
yeah. So 4 to 3.
Oh! Ooh.
That's a horror then.
Okay. And I'm at.
Oh, I've seen this guy before.
Oh God. I have not. He's terrified. I'll go 3 to 2. 3 to 3. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'll take a horror. It's okay. I think I might regret saying that later, but they are now together in a shared nightmare, right? This is no longer the schoolhouse nightmare that sort of felt distant from them both. This is now the streets of Arkham, places they're both very familiar.
Yeah.
Oh God. A corporeal manifestation of hate and fear swimming across the astral tides of space and time. It's a 2/1/3 monster enemy. It has a forced effect. After it engages you, take a damage. And then it also has a siphon effect, which is when you take damage. Siphon effects fire. Discard a random card from your hand. Well, that is super annoying, but I mean, it doesn't do damage, so at least there's that. I will also, well, we'll see what happens.
Did siphon effects affect everyone?
That's a good question. I need to double check that. I feel like it was...
Yeah, it was at the start of the book, I think.
Let's have a look. Siphon. After 1 or more damage is dealt to an investigator or ally that they control, that investigator must immediately resolve the siphon effect on all cards at their location, except those in the threat or play area of other investigators. Then, each other investigator resolves the siphon effects on their cards. So in their
Right.
Okay.
So only engaged cards siphon towards that investigator. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Discard
That's nice.
Random. It's a man. Malison goes flying by. I'm still testing the temporal time warp. We'll see him later, I'm sure.
Wendy's nightmare is guiding Rex through this dream.
Thanks, Wendy. Which brings us back around to the investigation phase.
Yeah.
A couple of enemies here on the streets. But yes, I really should have Flower. What the heck is he doing? Working on something big. Yes, Crosshair, I agree. I think we should take a quick break.
Yep, be right back.
Yep, folks, we're going to be right back. We're going to see what this nightmarish vision of the streets of Arkham holds for Rex and Wendy, and whether they can learn anything from this dream. See you back in a sec. Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I am indeed joined by the red and black card back of players, the Crosshair.
Hello.
I'm not quite sure what that means, but I was reading Flower's comment here. Crosshair.
It would make a nice t-shirt.
It would make a very nice t-shirt, I do agree. Yes, Flower, it is a... Well, here, sorry, yes, I'll let you talk about it, Crosshair. It is this. It is related to this, Flower.
Right. Yeah. Power of Blood came to my possession or Wendy's possession when she got the chalice from the last scenario. And at the start of the turn, Wendy takes one card from the pack of blood magic, and it does stuff.
It does something.
I'll probably show it. It's a hidden peril, basically.
Okay.
But I can show it when the scenario ends, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. And I exhausted it once and added a horror to it and discarded a card.
Yes, which that's all that happened, but we don't know why exactly, but those things all happened. We're back then. Yes, so there's some sort of power of blood, but we don't know what it does.
Yeah.
We'll go around here. It's we're back in the strange streets of Arkham, where, they seem to never quite lead exactly where they're expecting us to. Rex is being pursued by hounds and now by also some strange other creature, but Wendy the guide has returned. She's ready to take shit up.
Yeah. Maybe
Would
help.
you like to go first, Wendy the guide?
Maybe.
No.
I'm just...
You know what? No.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Both are basically one-shot wonders.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can hit the Hound of Indalos with the blade. Get it off of Rex's back, or if you're gonna stab Rex.
Yeah, we could try to avoid that, I think. As he turns down an alley, the strange yipping barking of this alien creature approaching him from behind. Perhaps suddenly Wendy leaps out of the shadows.
Yeah. Down Parky.
Oh, Parky.
5 against 3, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Seems good.
Yeah.
Seems something, anyway.
Well, that's certainly something. It's a +0, but it's a success.
Excellent. No, that's...
So the hound basically disappears into mist.
Poof.
Tried to bite you, but missed. Second action, I think I'm gonna exhaust the Sanguine Lexicon. Read a little bedtime story for the Astral Torment.
Oh, just read it a nice little bedtime story. It makes sense to me that those would be connected in some way, that this cookbook of the Addams family would be somehow connected to these horrible alien creatures from beyond the stars.
But do I want to? I only have 1 resource left, basically. I could also stab it.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Which doesn't cost a buck, but also might, kill Rex. Ideally not, and I am kidding, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill him.
It'll help stuff around, even if it kind of costs me every action I have. But you need to get the clues, and there's nothing on the location.
If I fail, it will put a clue here, but that's, eventually I'll be out of clues, and that'll just have to be how it is.
Yeah, let's try to stab it.
Hey!
Get rid of this other thing. Basically, the heroic blade glows and tries to banish it. So 5 against 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wendy is really, this is her place. This is what she does,
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Stop cowering in the corner and have a drink.
Stop that.
Have some liquid courage.
Oh, thank you. Glug, glug, glug. Ugh, what is this stuff?
And test willpower too.
Yeah, here we go. I'm not going to use that, that's for sure. And I'm not going to... No, I want to keep that. So I'm going to test it. Way! Ugh.
And
it tastes like gasoline.
Then, as a cost for help, I need you to discard a card. Any card.
Can I choose?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Oh boy. This is gonna be surprising, but I'm gonna choose to discard this Crimson Veil.
That's fine.
Good. Sorry.
Basically,
So as a cost for the drink that I just had, you wanted me to get rid of my veil? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, and basically for the help that Wendy offered. Like, you do know that there's a cost in altering the dreams, and especially since it's your dreams because you're so cursed.
I thought you were guiding me.
I am. You're alive.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do the...
yes, that should have happened at the top of the turn, it's true. Which would have, I suppose, made a difference about your having money for the Sanguine Lexicon, but you didn't end up using it anyway.
Yeah. And there was nothing in the market that I needed.
Rex is shaken, of course, by having been pursued by a couple of monsters, sort of alien creatures. He doesn't really understand what that has to do with where they... I thought this was a dream. It turns out we're actually in some sort of real place. Like, what was that thing? But he obviously thanks Wendy profusely for saving his life again. And before he sets off into the street, turns back to her. Maybe we should be working together on this. I'm trying to figure out what this cult wants to accomplish with their blood rite, and it seems like you have knowledge that I am lacking. Maybe we can figure this out together.
I'm here to guide you, not to help you.
Wendy. I love it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is investigate, because I want to get these clues. I have 5 intellect, 6 with a deduction, 7, 8 with a lucky coin. I'm going to commit it because I would really like to succeed. Ideally, I'll, get a bless out of this or something. So I'm at 8 to 4. Did I run out of music? I did. There we go. -2. So, success. Deduction gets us 2 clues from this location. I successfully discovered the last clue at my location, so following the sort of trail of alleyways that litter the city, Rex finally cracks the case. We can each take maybe 2 resources. Whoa! I forgot about this follow music. Thanks for the follow, Sad Games! Yes, it was much louder than I expected, Flower. Whoopsie doodles. Crosshair, would you like 2 resources from the... Oh, you already took them. Good. We've cracked the case. He's found his way back to the Nexus. Found his way back to the way that they need to continue moving here. I am then going to, perhaps a little controversially, he's going to once again turn back and make a deal with the thing he considers to be a devil, Wendy Adams. I think it's important, he's like, I understand that you're only here to guide us. Let's just say, let's say I promise to share everything I get with you if you can try to make sure that you share everything you find with me.
Yeah, you share everything you find with me. That sounds good.
Wait a second. So 2 curses. And then we get a total of 5 distributed as I wish. I know that Wendy has some stuff to play. And I don't have too much, but...
I don't see the most expensive stuff is on the board already, so...
Okay. Still feel like this will hopefully set us up for the rest of the game, is kind of my thought. So,
yeah.
Do you want to take, I don't know, 3?
I could take 2.
2?
That's enough. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm rich as hell. Maybe I'll be hyper aware.
Actually, 3 might not be bad if I pull the embezzled treasure.
Yes, true. Yes, that's a good idea. With the deal made, Rex is going to set off back towards the Nexus. I no longer have a... Oh, actually, no. Why would I do that? We're going to... I imagine we're going to get moved. Oh, no, hang on. I imagine we're going to get moved by the agenda again. But if I don't move, then I'll be at the Nexus and I can get clues. So yes, I will move to the Nexus. He sets back off to this place between worlds where he can maybe try to interpret the dreams at least a little bit.
Yeah. And Wendy's just like, yeah, I'll help you if you just stay by my side.
God damn it. Okay. Enemy phase. There are no ready enemies, so we go straight to upkeep, where we draw cards, gain resources, do what needs doing.
Okay.
And then, of course, we go to 1 out of 1 Doom. No longer lost. I have a theory as to what's going to happen. Yep. I'm going to put this one over here. This is the tunnel. There are 2 kinds of fear. Oh, sorry, yes?
It's actually connected to the city. No? Yes? No, right. Everything is connected to the Nexus.
To the Nexus of all things.
Yeah. Okay.
There are 2 kinds of fear, the tunnel says. One is a primal response to immediate harm, a healthy defense mechanism. More sinister is the life-crippling fear born of the ruminations of a mind that is focused only on what is to come. The tunnel is an X-Shroud 2-clue location. It says, for each investigator, X is equal to your base intellect value. The shroud of this location may be different for each investigator. Investigators at the tunnel may treat willpower icons as intellect icons. However, of course, before we read our next agenda, there's a forced effect. We don't have a compass. We may test willpower 2. Investigators that succeed ignore the effect that would force them to move to the tunnel, which is this new nightmare.
Well, there's nothing bad in moving, so I'll just hop along.
Nice, yeah, and it feels like it's going to be harder for me to get clues there, but I would rather not be... no, I'm going to test anyway, just in case, I think, and hopefully I don't mess it up too badly. Well, I did, and it's okay. Despite his attempt to remain shackled to one of the pillars in the Nexus, Rex is pulled away, back down towards a tunnel into infinity. Let's read Agenda 4A, Fear of the Unknown. The landscape warps around you, and you feel yourself moving inexorably forward. You look to either side, but there is nowhere you can go but onward. A tunnel appears before you, like for a train, but it is not dark, as you expect. There is a light in the tunnel. Oh, don't go towards the light, Rex. You begin to struggle, try to stop, but you keep moving forward, propelled by some invisible force. You wonder if perhaps you've died, and this is the afterlife approaching. A knot of dread forms in your stomach as you approach the tunnel.
Don't worry, you're not dead. I haven't killed you yet, have I?
You haven't killed me yet, it's true. Me.
Right, well, let's see what the tunnel holds then.
Yeah, what's in the tunnel coming towards us here? Or we're going to... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
What the fuck is this?
It's a massive hunter. Monster Abomination Elite. Hunter, massive. On nearest empty astral location if able.
Ah.
When assigning damage and horror from Star Vampire, you must first assign the damage and horror to ally cards.
Okay. Nearest empty astral location could be... That is the nearest empty one. You're right.
Time to go hunting.
I mean, I do like the victory on it. I can actually help. Can you believe it? If you need help, that is, of course. But of course, Rex also... Wendy, I feel like, looks towards the tunnel and then maybe, I don't know, just gets a sense that there's something... Oh, well, that's what she said, right? She was like, well, time to go hunting. Something.
There's a big one.
Rex looks around for this so-called big one. And then turns back, sensing in the tunnel a light of a kind of power that he likes to see. This has Surge on it. I think Wendy encountered this last scenario. It has Surge. It says, Revelation, take a horror. If you have power 2 or more, you may instead choose one. Okay, well, I don't have power 2 or more, so I cannot choose one. And then if you have power 4 or more, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, yeah, I can't do any of these things. So I have no power, so I will take a horror. It has Surge. Oh, but it also has power 0, so it goes in the victory display. So Rex can feel that there is a power thrumming in this tunnel to infinity, but doesn't know exactly what it is. His vision starts to blur as he realizes that perhaps it is the feeling of losing the vitality in himself. This is the vasovagal syncope. You know, that classic thing. It goes in my threat area. When I am siphoned, so if I take damage, lose an action. If you have no actions remaining, discard 2 cards from your hand, but it's a double action to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad unless you meet siphons.
Yes, which the hope is you don't. All right, back around to us. Rex can, shockingly, actually help with this vampire, if necessary. So you let me know.
If you can deal 1 damage to it, then yes.
I could even do more than that. In fact, I think I would have to do more than that.
Right. Well, I guess you'll go first then, because that means that it depends. My turn depends on that.
Yeah, well, the hope is that I don't mess this up too badly. It doesn't have retaliate, at least, so there's that. Rex takes a big, shuddering, deep breath, turns away from the tunnel and the promises of power within, and turns back towards the Nexus. I'm going to move back towards the Nexus, and I'm going to... it doesn't have retaliate, right? So let's just... Yeah. I'm going to have a plan. The plan, of course, is to basically draw the Star Vampire in towards that thrumming obelisk, which the Hounds of Tyndalos seemed to avoid. That's the plan that Rex has. He doesn't know if it'll work, but that's the... He's drawing it towards something that Wendy can then use. So, I've got a plan, is a fight action using intellect. I deal +1 damage for this attack for each clue I have. So it would deal 4 damage, which is a little like awkward in terms of the amount, but it's something, certainly. I'd love to succeed, so I'm going to...
Other thing... Oh, right, it's maximum 3, right.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Oh, actually, though, if I drop a clue, it'll only do 3 damage, which is kind of annoying, because I would like to drop a clue so that I succeed.
Yeah, but 3 damage is enough.
That's true, right? So let's see if his quick study works. So I'll drop a clue on the location, which puts me up to 8 intellect. Rex's plan is to essentially, like in Jurassic Park, draw this strange parasite of the stars down towards this thrumming obelisk. 8 to 4. A skull, which is 0. So, 3 damage. And then because I am now engaged with a big, massive, scary enemy, I'm going to attempt to evade it. 3 to 3. Just to do that. Just because I'm not doing anything else. 3 to 3. Cultist? Reveal another token. Oh, well. Okay, I fail. I will choose to take a damage. Or, sorry, a horror. Sorry. A horror so that I don't have to take a damage and then siphon and whatever. Okay.
Oh, right. The siphon only works on damage.
Yeah, because it's like I think it's like blood siphoning, I think is the... feels
right.
like to me. So Rex's plan, I think, succeeds. The vampire thing, the parasite thing, descends towards him, hurtling, shrieking out of the sky, and then freezes above the obelisk, vibrating, but seemingly shaking apart, but not yet dead.
Yeah, Wendy's just gonna like, fine.
I have to do it all, don't I?
Follows Rex to the Nexus, and then notices the star vampire vibrating with the crystal, and then strikes her blade into the crystal. Like, you have to blow the crystal up after.
Ooh, do we get bless tokens as well? Because you got into the Nexus. I'm all no bless, no curse on me.
Curse and a bless.
Oh. I'll add one of each.
Oh. So yeah, Wendy basically strolls in and stabs the blade into the crystal that the our vampire is hovering over, trying to explode it.
Yeah, sure.
The crystal and the vampire.
Oh, nice.
So that's a 4 attack. 5 against 4. Well, it has to be 5 against 4 because...
I have a little something for you if you want it, but I wonder if maybe we'll save it just in case. But...
yeah, save it.
Okay.
It's evaded anyway, so...
Which is true.
No,
it's not evaded. No. It's massive, so it's...
Yeah.
I'm ready to help if we need to.
Let's try without first. -2. I'm gonna see if I can fix that.
Hey!
Wendy ability.
Fix it. Oh. Not fixed.
That's worse.
wait a second, this is worse.
Fine. I'll just read a book. Stabbing the crystal didn't work, so let's just read the Sanguine Lexicon. Like, starts muttering like, what page, index, page number.
How do I defeat the creature from the stars? Where is it?
Creature of death, creature of doom, creature of... Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that looks tasty.
Right, so, draw one card. Oh. And discard up to 2 cards. Let's discard a matchbox and...
Just burn it. Perfect.
Yeah, I can discard tracksuit.
My shoes.
And spend 2 resources to deal 2 damage to the enemy at your location, which is the needed amount for the star vampire to go into the victory display.
Yay!
So finally the shiny, starry vampire creature in the sky goes poof.
I feel like Rex probably says something a little sassy, like, just like, oh well, thanks for catching up. Good thing we worked together on that one.
It's taking me a lot of time to keep running around after you.
I'm just trying to find my way through this strange place. What are we even doing here? Where did that fortune teller go? He's looking around for the fortune teller.
I don't know. This is your dream.
I thought it was your dream. They argue back and forth for a while. No enemies to speak of, so we go to upkeep. Okay. And then on... Oh, of course, our fear of the unknown abates as the star vampire is destroyed. And again, I have the strangest feeling. I'm going to flip this over and find another location, which goes here. There's again, there's a little symbol on it here that's got a little yellow connection on it. In the shadow of the mountains, a castle looms ominously. You feel the presence of the evil here. Is this what you came to see? Is this where you must go? Foreshroud, 2 clues. It says, when the castle is revealed, spawn the set-aside Oath Warden enemy here. There he is. There's our friend. Boop. The Oath Warden is a 4 fight, 2 health, 2 evade enemy. He's got victory 1. He looks like, I don't know, some sort of horrible zombie. He's a humanoid occultist elite. Oath Warden cannot be evaded. Oath Warden and engaged investigators cannot leave the castle. So we're going to be forced to go there, but we might be able to get out of that. We'll see. Forced. When Oath Warden would be defeated, disengage, exhaust, remove all damage from Oath Warden. So if you deal 2 damage to him, instead of being defeated, he, obviously like a zombie, I guess, or whatever, reheals, but he exhausts. So it's as if he's evaded. Action. Test Combat 4 or Agility 2. If you succeed, put a resource on Oath Warden from the supply. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Reaction, if there are 2 resources on Oath Warden, discard them, flip this card over, and read the other side.
So basically 2 tests and you're done.
It would appear so. There is, of course, the forced effect on the act. We may test willpower 2 to try to ignore the effect and not go there. I guess I'm gonna try, because again, I'd love to stay at the Nexus and try to get the clues here. But if I fail, that'll be rough.
Yeah. If you fail, then you have to deal with the warden instead of me.
Yeah. Well, if you're here too, we can both test, right? At least.
Yeah, it's like either way works for me. Basically, I can go because I don't have anything really to do. I would like to do stuff at the Nexus, but it's not necessary.
No, and I feel like, he's got victory, so I wonder how much we want to do. Oh, well, you know what? I'm still going to test it, because I feel like, story-wise, Rex is, as we've pointed out, he kind of assumed this was like Wendy's dream, but in fact, perhaps it is his, in a way, and this castle maybe represents something. I'm going to test 3 to 2. A bless? And a tentacle. All right. So not only, it's actually worse than that. There is the glimmer of hope as he starts to stride back towards the beautiful bright sky, and then is sucked horribly into the great beyond. The blessed squid. Who is this Oath Warden?
Okay.
What oath are you keeping?
I'm gonna test the 4-on-2 still, because either way I have a plan, so
Okay.
it's fine.
I like the plan.
4-2.
Oh.
First,
Oi!
and a +1. So that's 1 less curse, and I'll just stay here.
And you succeed the test. Wendy, help!
Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment.
Here, I'll read the new, of course, the castle, or Agenda 5A, I should say, Hunted. Your lungs burn as you gasp for breath. This is Rex, of course. You turn a corner and hide in a dirty alley, sucking in air. A dark castle dominates the sky above you, and the light is fading on this village in the shadow of the mountains. You stare at your hands, trying to remember what happened. You want to fight, but they're too strong. You have no choice but to run. Still, no matter where you hide, they seem to find you. You're terrified that they'll catch you, and what will they do when they have you? You can't remember that either. You turn and run again. Can you keep this up forever? Ooh. I like this flower. It's like, I feel like it is maybe his curse personified is the thing that follows. It's like his bad luck or his sort of like need for perfection when you can't be achieved, and maybe this castle is the way that his dream kind of interprets that as well. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. And then we see what else we find.
Yes, of course, here at the Nexus or down in the castle.
Let's see. Oh, it's a Hound of Tindalos. Well,
that
nearest Nexus. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So the puppy is back.
The puppy returns. Well, we're hoping maybe Rex can... Well, let's not freak out too much. Let's see what Rex... Ugh! A servitor of Uvhash. What the F, dude? So, sorry, the Servitor of Uvhash is a 4/4/4 monster that does 1 damage and 2 horror, and it says at the end of the enemy phase, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hound of Tindalos and spawn it at this location. Shuffle the encounter deck. Oh my god. Okay,
Looks like someone who would say, like, it's the seeker who lived, come to die.
I don't know what these people have against Rex, but this is very bad news, actually. Because he, his plan was to defeat the star vampire thing, not this servitor.
It's still doable.
Is it?
It's fine.
Okay, well, we're back around to the investigation phase. I mean, doable would be great. This guy is bad news because he's gonna keep pulling hounds out of the ether until he's dead.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
True. But I have to kill the dog.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose so.
Yeah. Wendy is like, could I get a moment's peace to do what I came here to do? But no. So Wendy is just gonna check the underworld market.
Oh, of course. This is, of course, the underworld here.
Ooh, embezzled treasure, I'll take that. Thank you. Just in case. So, yeah. Stab, stab. We've seen this before.
Okay.
3 against 5. Yep. 3 against 5. Bless.
So blessed. Oh, very blessed.
Okay. Aim, but Hound goes away. And I guess I gotta have... I should come and help. Yeah. The Hound will happen anyway.
It's not ideal, that's for sure.
But we can do something about it. But he's just gonna follow Rex to his nightmarish castle. Like, oh, hi, you found someone.
I did. He's sort of like collapsed. He's like fallen over in this graveyard, backing up, trying to get away from the sort of scarecrow-like figure that's stalking towards him at his right hand. A man with a skull-like face. Ooh.
You can handle the Oathwarden resources, basically.
I can
Or
try.
444. Cool. Well, I guess it is what it is. I'll have to engage it.
Oh, that's kind. Thank you.
Otherwise, you might be dead.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Yeah.
Actually, no.
Oh.
You'll be less dead than me.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, basically the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the possibility next turn as well of potentially, using the heroic blade to like go and really mess this guy up as well, which is fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you take the damage? Because I could do something here also.
Yeah, I can survive. I would take 2 damage and 3 horror, but like a total, right? Which is, yeah, I mean, I would survive potentially.
Yeah, or is it better if I take it? Because I'm thinking about playing a card, but...
Depends on how valuable you think the card is, I guess.
Yeah, because the Warden is 2 actions, then the Doggo will be... Well, the Doggo won't be here right now.
No, it will arrive at the end of the enemy phase, for what that's worth.
Yeah.
Hello, Honeychew. Welcome to Doom.
Yeah.
Wonderful to have you with us. Great to have you here. And I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Choo-choo.
That's a scary dude right there. Well, I appreciate Wendy at least taking that on.
Yeah, basically like, he's got enough on his plate. Come on, let's dance.
he's got enough at the moment. You are correct. Rex is going to attempt to... I'm not really sure... So he can't be evaded, and he can't be defeated, because he's some sort of... Well, I guess he's the warden of Rex's oath to, like, I don't know, perfection, or his oath towards finding the truth, maybe. But I can test agility too, and I'm going to try to put some resources on him. That's the plan.
I don't have anything to help with that, so...
That's okay. I'll have to... We have to hope Rex can make it on his own. I will commit an agility icon to myself to go Fortitude. +1. Okay, so 1 resource on the Oath Warden. Let's try that again.
Do it again.
Come on, Oath Warden. I will commit another agility icon to go Fortitude. A skull, which is -1.
1.
Excellent. So another resource. And then there are 2 resources, so I will discard them and flip it over. And I'm really hoping that just means it goes away. That would be so good otherwise. Dark Visions. So, sorry, I should say Rex sees Wendy come in to, like, take the sort of skull-faced man away, and he gives the creature the runaround, the other creature. In the shadow of the mountains, a castle looms over a gloomy village. Robed forms, Oath Wardens, pursue you. You don't remember why they pursue you. You can't remember anything before the hunt. As you flee, you see fleeting visions out of time and space. In the window of the castle, an aging man drinks deep from the chalice of blood, his family drinking in turn. Oath Wardens carry children out of the village at night into the dark castle. A robed figure is stabbed through by a beautiful sword. Well, that's just Wendy, I think. Relics are stowed in a large trunk upon a ship, headed to the new world. Turn this card over and put it in the victory display. Yay.
I just have to ask, does the test action cause attacks of opportunity?
It does not.
Ah, cool. Yeah, attacks of opportunity are only for move and playing things.
Well, it's I think this specifically, it says, oh yeah, so under the action for test, it says this action does not apply.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Normally though, it's anything that's not...
Normally it would. Yeah.
Fight, evade, resign, parley are the... Yeah. So I think Rex, I guess this is like Rex having a vision, I guess, of maybe the old world of where the Chalice of Blood came from. Is it possible it's related to Wendy? Who knows?
Also, after you defeat, I'm gonna, well, at the end of the stuff, do your thing first.
Okay. I will. I only have one action, so I can't discard my terror. I could draw a card, but instead, I'm just gonna try to get these clues. And I'm gonna hope to get these clues. I'm at 5 to 4. We need clues, right? Or I could leave. But then that's kind of, that feels a little rude.
Yo, if you leave, you're gonna have a hound on you.
Yeah, I suppose, eh? Okay, so I will 5 to 4. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, there's only so much I can do here, right? It was a -2. Too bad.
Oh, right, 5 to 4. Yeah.
Okay. So that was
at the end of our turn, I'm gonna discard a card at random. Let's try this discard one then.
Oh.
This is why you don't trust the machine.
This is why you never trust the machine, exactly. Never! No!
It's fine.
It's okay. I'm very curious to know what's going on with this red and black business over here. You've got your 3 horror on it. Who knows? Hello to you, TT. Wonderful to have you here. Welcome to Doomed. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Enemy
I'm
phase.
just about to get some damage dealt to me. So,
ouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 horror, 1 damage. Thank you.
And then
May I have another?
May I have another? And then at the end of the enemy phase, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hound of Tindalos and spawn it at this location.
Yeah, I'm gonna search the encounter deck.
That is a good call. I agree with that call.
I'm not actually gonna read through the stuff. I'm just gonna...
No, but if there's one in the deck, we definitely want it out. So I feel like that's a good shout.
Yeah, there's one.
So this... I think it's...
That's the last...
What does it say here?
At this location. Cool.
So it could be with you or it could be with me. I guess I don't know what I would do with it, but... Oh, God.
I kind of, like, resigned to the thing that I'll just have to deal with it.
We'll just beat up the servitor of Ufhash, and I think you'll be okay. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
The cultist, I guess, one of the oath wardens that had been stealing children in the dead of night to bring them to the castle, has been pulled aside by Wendy, but manages to pull a hound, a tracking dog, out of the fabric of time itself. As we move to the upkeep phase. Oh, okay. Something.
This is a question. How do we know that it's the final agenda?
That's a good question. We could check if there are any set aside. We're on agenda 5 of 7. Or 5 of something, I guess, because it says there's 3 left. That's a good question, though. Yeah. I think we would check to see if there's any set aside.
Yeah, because I have a card. That's
right, sure.
like... You know, the end of the road.
Oh, we know.
Stuff.
Yeah. It could be the end of the road here.
So, I'm guessing it's the last card in the agenda deck.
I think so, too. Yeah. And in fact, actually, let's move to... Not that, but we'll go to 1... out of
right.
1 Doom, and I will reveal another location called the Riverbank. The Riverbank.
Oh, we found it.
The headwater. Forced. When the Riverbank is revealed, place the set-aside Fortune Teller story asset next to the agenda deck. There she is. I will read you in a moment. Cookie Ant. You may not move to another river location without the Astral skiff, except from the effects of treachery cards or the action below. Action. Wade through the water. Move to an adjacent river location. Test agility 2. If you fail, you must take a damage or lose an action. Now, I don't know what they're on about, because I don't see any other rivers anyway. Yes, and let's have a look here. So the fortune teller, an ally, a companion, bilingual. That's a great... Why is she bilingual? What does it mean? Ooh, when you initiate a skill... So this is a reaction, and I think she's in play because she's at the next to the agenda deck here. When you initiate a skill test, exhaust fortune teller, place a doom on her, choose one of your skills, set the base value of that skill to 6 until the end of the test. Reaction. When you initiate a skill test, exhaust the fortune teller, move one doom from the fortune teller to the agenda to reduce the difficulty of the test to 0.
Okay, yeah. I think that's gonna be an ally after this.
I think so. I have a feeling as well, yeah. I will say as well, the forced effect fires, a location has been put into play. So we move there unless we choose to test willpower. Actually, no, we need... Oh, shit, we need clues, don't we? Oh, but there's 4 clues on the Nexus. I guess that's where I'm going to get them from.
Yeah, or stay here and grab these.
Or stay here and try to get these, yeah. Well, okay. I mean, I think I'm going to... I'm going to test to try not to move. If that's all right with you, of course. I will take heart in knowing that I probably can't resist the tides of fate, because I'm testing 3 to 2. Oh. I should have known, take heart always summons the +1.
Yeah.
So I did not fail, which means I stay put, and I once again have an empty hand.
Well, I guess I'll stay here. Well, why would I? Well, I'll test anyway.
Test.
Let fate decide what happens.
Yeah, there you go. Let fate decide.
Yeah, after Hound of Tyndall's moves, resolve its hunter keyword.
Which would hunt it towards towards the nearest investigator if it's not already engaged with one. But I think it...
Right.
I think so, yeah.
So it's engaged already, so it won't bite me if we move.
Right, true. Which is good.
So, yeah, 42.
Well.
0. Go. We stay here.
We stay here. I'll read the new agenda, which is Agenda 6A, Unwanted Attention. Something stirs in the void. Your presence in this astral realm draws the attention of beings your mind cannot conceive of. Well, we've already met quite a few of them. You do not belong here, but the power of your astral projection is like a beacon to the otherworldly beings that roam this place. Investigators at any location may use the reaction abilities on the Fortune Teller story asset. And this has 6 doom, so finally. We're still looking for a few more clues. And we can... Yeah, so essentially, we can use the Fortune Teller. We put doom on her to set our base skill value to 6 for a test. Or we can exhaust the Fortune Teller and move a doom from her. So this is once per round only. But she can sort of help us succeed at tests.
So I'm assuming any doom on the fortune teller isn't counted towards the other doom in play.
It's weird though, right? Because all doom in play counts towards the agenda, but she has an ability that lets you move doom. I wonder if maybe she disappears once we advance the act or something? I don't know.
Could be.
Could be.
No idea. Let's see what else fun we will find in the castle, though.
This castle.
Pain, peril. Chose another investigator if able, and one of the following options. You and the chosen investigator must either take 1 damage, take 1 horror, discard 2 cards. I'm fine with damage.
Yeah, I think I will lose an action from vasovagal syncope, but I don't actually know how important that is, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what I'm doing, really.
Yeah,
I'm getting clues.
Well, you can't discard 2 cards.
True.
That's the thing. And
I don't think you can take horror.
Yeah, I can.
Oh. Well,
it's fine.
I mean, you don't want to get too horrored up, though.
Yeah. But basically, I can, in theory, kill the dog, evade the servitor, and...
In theory.
But yeah, damage would be the best option because I don't want to discard 2 cards.
No,
either,
let's do the damage then. I think that makes sense. I think we have to choose the same thing, right? And I can't.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Oh well.
What are you gonna do?
Your turn.
Okay.
Your encounter card.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Thank you. Curse of Palladia. Is man merely a mistake of gods, or God merely a mistake of man's? Obviously, this is not Rex's curse, but having gotten away from the Oath Wardens, they have put a curse upon him. Put it into your threat area. While it's in your threat area, you treat elder signs as if they were tentacles. And then after resolving a test in which you revealed a bless or a tentacle, discard a copy of Curse of Palladia. Max once per
Not
test.
bless and... Oh, right. Cool.
Well, that's just
We
not...
have
There's
so
not much I
many-
can do here, basically. This is elder signs or tentacles for Rex, which is fine, I guess.
Quite fitting. But
Yeah.
also, if you reveal a elder sign, it's a tentacle, which means that the forced effect
Exactly.
triggers as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, which is, I think, fine. So maybe I'm just going to try to take tests as quickly as possible to get rid of them. But we'll see.
Right then. Shall we do one more round before we start wrapping up, or...
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, we have about 10 minutes
Yeah,
until
exactly.
your deadline, so...
Well, and I would love to see Wendy kick some serious ass here. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, well, it has to be basically... first off... Okay, here we go again.
I think we have to kill the
let's-
servitor too, right? Like, because he's just going to keep summoning hounds all the time.
Yeah, I'm just thinking... I'm gonna try to hit the servitor first.
Mhm.
It's a 5 against 4. I could really use that one.
I have nothing to... Fortunately, I have nothing to contribute.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab at it.
Hey.
I do like stabbing.
Well, it would appear to be correct, yeah.
Yeah, 5 against 4, and... Because that would have been so nice, but I had to come and save Rex.
Thank you. Hey, who knows? Maybe one day you'll get to play something else.
Yeah, true. 5 against 4.
Oop.
-2. I'm going to... Let's throw ground for supplies away and try again. -2. If you fail, each enemy in play resolves its hunter keyword. Well, okay.
Mm-hmm. So normally that would...
nothing.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if they were ready and unengaged, they would hunch towards us. But they're already here! They've already arrived! Oh god, Wendy!
So I have 2 options, basically. I could use the Sanguine Lexicon and kill the servitor in... no, I can't, because I need to... Yeah.
It's a guaranteed
try
couple of damage, which is good, right?
Yeah. So let's try again.
Chop him
5
up.
against 4,
Chop him up.
but let's throw. I wanted to put this on the plate so badly.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. But you can't.
Oh.
Can't. Oh, whoops. It uses. Oh yeah, it uses agility.
Yeah. Yeah, uses agility. Right. Well, 5 against 4 it has to be then.
Come on, buddy. Wendy!
Yay!
Yay! Wendy Adams.
That's 2 damage on the servitor. And then, as a last action, let's use the Sanguine Lexicon.
Hooray! Yeah!
Very step blade deep into the servitor's stomach and then opens up a book like, have I told you about the... As the blade begins to glow and burn the guy from the inside.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So the blade wasn't to physically gut him, it was just to, like, channel this power into him. Nice.
Yeah. So leaves it there and starts flipping through the book, and I'll draw one. Cool. And then I'm going to... Well, I'm just gonna use it anyway, and let's throw Live and Learn away. That's 2 cards, 2 damage.
Yay!
And it goes away. That cost nearly everything.
No, you've still got something in hand. I don't know what, but it feels like there must be something very exciting for Wendy here.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No,
No, not at all.
it's all gone away.
Oh. Well, these hounds are obviously terrifying. Maybe I just get rid of the syncope here. No, I lost an action from, sorry, I lost an action from my terror card. Because I could investigate, maybe get some, well, we need clues. Or I could get rid of this thing that's, like, threatening to harm me here. I'd be 1 up. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try to test, because maybe it'll get rid of Curse of Palladia. Maybe we'll get some clues here, right? Who knows? Rex? Because I would love to. I could also move on and try to get clues at the Nexus, but I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't stray too far from Wendy, I guess, is kind of my thought. Rex is going to investigate the castle further, knowing that there is the fortune teller's shimmering outline appears in the distance over a riverbank with red reeds growing on either side, but he needs to find his way out of the castle first.
Right, I could have used the fortune teller.
Yes, I suppose that is true.
Yeah.
Do I want to, though? Actually.
It's 1 doom.
It's 1 doom, yeah, it's not great, is it?
We have been sailing through these, like, events pretty fast, but we do need the clues, so I would save it basically for that.
That's kind of my thought, is that would bring me up to, like, 6 plus another 1, which would be 7, and that's a better shout of getting these clues.
Also, I forgot to do my underworld market, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Just gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, just gonna grab 1. It wouldn't have affected anyway, so...
I apologize if this ends up being disastrous for us. Rex is going to ask the fortune teller for guidance. I'm going to exhaust her and place a doom on her. To initiate a skill test with a base value of 6, plus 1 from my tarot card, Death, which was given to me, of course, by Wendy, which I appreciate. So I'm at 7 to 4, trying to investigate the castle. Okay, -2 is a success. It's not a succeed by 2, which is tragic, but I will get 1 of the clues here. Then I will... I will try again. 5 to 4. Just hoping to give us some... Oh, that's a curse. +1. Hey! Big -4. Okay, no, that's a big fail. Boop. Okay. Rex's curse continues to haunt. We have between us 5 out of the 8 clues we need, but there's a bunch at the Nexus, so that's the hope is that that's not too bad. And then we need to go to the riverbank and spend them.
Yeah. And something happens.
Yeah. Exactly. Something. Enemy phase. Hunters hunt and enemies enemy.
Yeah. 1 damage. Oof. 1 horror.
It's getting scary. As we move to upkeep into our final mythos phase here. I think that probably makes sense, eh? That we'll do mythos before we leave the...
Yeah. See what else Rex can drag up from his nightmare.
We go to 1, but currently 2 out of 6 doom. We ready the fortune teller as well, so she's ready to be used. And yes, perhaps there are... What more nightmares are there to be found here at the castle?
Astral storm. Of course.
You've never seen a storm like this in Arkham. I've never seen a storm like this in Arkham.
Oh, I test 4 on 4 or 4 on 4.
Well.
Let's throw Waylay into it. Make it a 6 on 4. And... do I want to use Wendy's ability on this?
That's a good question.
Or the token that because the cultist doesn't lower the chances.
No, it doesn't do anything, right? I mean, sorry, it does something if you fail, but you're right. Yeah, it doesn't technically change your chances after that second token.
Yeah, because I can then redraw the second token.
Yes.
So yeah, let's just draw the second token.
No need.
There we go.
Hey. Okay. A storm passes over the castle, drenching us in astral rain or whatever.
Hound tries to park up a storm, and when is the nice? Stay.
This is Blood Moon again. This time I think I have to take a horror. So I will take a direct horror. I don't like that this card exists. This feels bad. Man, remind me to get some... Oh no, I have allies in here. Where are my allies? Where's May O'Brien? What the hell is going on? The Blood Moon, in the wake of the storm, the Blood Moon kind of emerges from behind the castle, and Rex realizes that there are forces at play trying to tempt him into making a poor decision as we move back to the investigation phase.
Right. Well, it's a place to end like any.
It is a place to end like any. We're almost through this first act, whatever that means. We've got another Hound of Tindalos here, but at least Wendy's got the ability to sort of spank it and send it away. Rex is maybe going to try to...
and heal up.
And heal up, yes. Yes, actually, very, very, very important. Rex is maybe thinking of trying to go and get some more evidence that they need to pursue the fortune teller's instructions on the riverbank. But that is for next time. So I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to head back to a full screen cam. And I'm going to thank everybody for joining us today on Doomed. Yay! It feels good to be back. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's been a
too long
time. Crosshair, I'm away for part of next week. You know how these things go. However, I believe I have a window of time on Thursday. I will reach out to you, of course, to organize that if we can. I come in peace, you go in pieces. Unbelievable. Man, he's a witty dude. I mean, a sword is not a shotgun, but it's certainly something.
Maybe finish this up before next Saturday, or finish this up next Saturday.
I hope so, because it looks like a big dream, certainly. And thank you, TT. Very, very much appreciated. We've got some XP down already. Feels pretty good. Oh, hello, Silhouette. We're actually afternoon for you. We're just ending the stream. However, as Crosshair pointed out, you can join us for another stream with special guest, hopefully, over on Drew Crew on Elizabeth's channel in 1.5 hours. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. We read Nancy Drew books and we make silly voices and talk about how stupid everybody is. It's honestly a really good time. And of course,
basically like this one.
And you can join us for Montreal by Moonlight tomorrow at 2 p.m. on RPG Clinic. This is Endless Night Part 3. Do I have anything else to say other than nothing about scheduling? Crosshair, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, welcome.
Perfect. Well then, folks, as mentioned, we are going to see about finishing up this scenario next week, during the week, if possible. But otherwise, we're going to see you next time. Stay tuned for more astral dreams here on Doomed. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.